So I was sitting here doing laundry, of course watching my YouTube videos and all the cute videos that moms make of their pregnancy and baby mama videos, and I just decided while I'm sitting here in my closet doing laundry, and Leo of course has to be here and bug me, that I'm just going to make my pregnancy update video, even though I don't have my hair and makeup done and I don't have everything all perfect and the great background, but that's just my life right now. And every day has been just throw a hat on, put my hair in a braid or a ponytail, put on a loose dress. I don't even want to wear pants. It's freaking hot here in Kansas City. That's the reality of pregnancy right now. I am 18 weeks. I will be 19 weeks in 2 days on Monday. And pregnancy has been a crazy ride already. My first trimester I was so sick. I know that every pregnancy is different. Some people aren't sick, some people are really sick. To me, I felt like I just could die. I did not leave the apartment, let alone the bed, for weeks, months. Dishes did not get done, vacuuming, nothing, laundry, nothing, dinner, nope, hell no. We ate out a lot well, Dylan ate out a lot because I could not make food at all. Everything made me so nauseous. I slept a lot. I just did not get dressed. And that was my first trimester, and I really wanted to make some videos throughout my first trimester, but I could not do anything, let alone pull out a camera and feel somewhat confident in myself, because I don't know, it just didn't happen. But here I am, 18 to 19 weeks pregnant, and I am feeling a lot better. I'm in my second trimester now, and about a week ago, or maybe about 2 weeks ago, I got like this crazy pregnancy energy rush. I just kind of started cleaning the house again, and everything was kind of back to normal, and I started eating again. My first trimester I lost about 15 pounds, and so now being 18 weeks pregnant, I've gained I think I've gained about 10 pounds now. I started making dinner again for Dylan every night. I know he appreciates that a lot more. And things are getting done around the house now, and Leo is happy. Hi, baby. Everything has been really good. Dylan has been so sweet. Ever since we found out that we were pregnant, he has always somehow known what the gender was, and he keeps calling the baby the name that we think that we want to name the baby. I'm not gonna say what the gender is yet because I don't know if I'm gonna post this before we announce the gender or not, but he's been really sweet, making sure that I'm feeling fine, and that if I need anything, and the relationship has been really good. And I can't imagine doing this without him. And I just want to say that because I don't know how to say this. I just really, not that I didn't appreciate him before, but going through this, I've definitely come to appreciate him a lot more. And just being with the father of your child is just an amazing thing. Just the connection that we have, the connection that he already has to the baby, even through my stomach, and I don't know, it's just really cool, and I'm very thankful. Don't work right now, and I couldn't imagine working throughout pregnancy, so I'm really just thankful for the life that I have, the life that I live. And of course, this is my life. Some women want to work, and some women, you know, don't have the person that they're having the baby with, or, you know, whatever the case is. I'm just saying for myself, I just feel very thankful and lucky to have the life that I have. and I'm thankful for Dylan, and I'm thankful for my baby, my Leo, and I'm thankful for this baby, and I'm just really excited. About last week, around 17 weeks, 16 weeks I was feeling flutters a lot. 17 weeks I started feeling more movements. At one point I felt the baby like kind of flip around completely. That was kind of the first like, whoa, I know that wasn't like my rumbly stomach or something like that. It was an actual movement, and that was really, really cool. And then going into 18 weeks, I could really feel the baby, all kinds of movements, but like I put my hands on my stomach and I can feel it from the outside too, which was really cool. So about 2 days ago, Dylan was feeling my stomach, and he actually felt it on his hands too, which is really, really cool, because I don't think usually you can feel it until like 20 weeks, like for other people, like over 20 weeks. And so at 18 weeks, I think that was pretty cool, and it was for sure the baby moving. I just accidentally announced the gender. I don't know if the baby kicked or it was a hand or an elbow or a knee or what, but it was like a jab out my stomach. And Dylan, laundry. And Dylan was really, really happy to actually feel his little baby in there. At 16 weeks, we did have a little scare. I was having leaking issues, like it was clear fluid leaking. And I had that for about 2 days, and I couldn't tell if I was like peeing my pants or what it was, but it didn't smell like pee. And so I called. We were in Iowa at the time, and we were on our way back from Iowa to come back to Kansas City, and I didn't think that it was that big of a deal, because obviously there's going to be more discharge during your pregnancy. And I don't know, I didn't think too much of it, but Dylan was like, you need to just probably call and make sure it's okay. So I called my OB's office, and the nurse on call, she was like, you need to go to the ER right away. It's not normal to have clear leaking fluid. And we were in between Omaha and St. Joe, which is like an hour either way, and Dylan just stepped on the gas pedal going like over 100 miles an hour. We started going towards St. Joe. On our way, we called the hospital and said that we were on our way and what was going on, and I said, just have everything ready for me. And then Dylan called. Leo farted. It was not me. God, Leo. Anyways, Dylan called the cops, or he called the, I don't know, police station, I guess in St. Joe, and said, hey, we're going pretty fast. We're trying to get to the ER. I just want to let you guys know in case we get pulled over, in case, you know, a cop sees us, like, this is just why we're doing this. And they said, okay, well, just, I don't remember exactly what they said. They just said, oh, okay. Oh, they said, okay, and then as he was, like, kind of explaining this, we did pass by a state P, and the state P then pulled us over, and we told him, or the person on the phone, we were like, oh, we did just passed by a state P, we're getting pulled over. And he's like, okay, we'll just pull over and just explain the situation, and they should be able to escort you to the ER. And so the cop pulled us over, and at first we told him our story, and he did not believe us. And I was getting really frustrated, and he kind of kept going back and forth between us and his car. And then he finally like came back to me and was like, what's your name? I was like, my name's Amelia, Eakin, and I just need to go to the ER. I need to go. And he was like, well, okay, but I need to know, and can you please just give me your license? And I was like, honestly, either you just need to let us go or you need to give us a ticket because we really need to go. And then pretty much after that, he was like, okay, well, let me just call the hospital, make sure that your guys' story is straight, and I'll let you go, but you need to drive the speed limit the rest of the way. So he did, he let us go, and Dylan drove the speed limit the rest of the way. It took us like over an hour at that point to get to the ER. But I was just freaking out. I was bawling my eyes out because I felt like it was if something was wrong, it was going to be my fault, because I felt like I did know that this was happening and I should have called before, even though I thought maybe it was just going to be normal stuff that was happening to my body. And I mean, this is my first pregnancy, so I didn't really know, but I did still feel like it was probably going to be my fault, because at the same time Dylan was like, for those 2 days, he was like, you should probably call and just make sure it's normal. And I was like, I'm pretty sure it's normal, I'm sure it's fine. So at that point I did feel like it was going to be my fault if something was wrong. But then after I calmed myself down, we were like 15 minutes from the ER, I calmed myself down and I just kind of was talking to my body, and I went through yoga teacher training, and so I kind of did my points of relaxation from my head down to my toes, and that relaxed me a lot. And when I was doing that, like, I really literally felt like the baby was telling me, Mom, I'm fine. And it was like the craziest feeling that I had. It was crazy, but it was a really cool feeling, and I just kind of became calm the rest of the time, and I did feel like my body was fine and that my baby was fine and everything was going to be fine. That this was, I really think that the nurse was just trying to be proactive if something was wrong, but it was just the fact of the way that she said it and the concern she had in her voice, and she made it like a very like, no, this is very bad, you need to go to the closest ER possible as soon as possible. And that's what like really freaked me out really, really bad. So anyways, we get to the ER and they ran a bunch of tests. They did a pelvic exam, which I hate pelvic exams, especially in the ER, because they don't have like the proper equipment, or they do, but like they don't usually do that, so they had to like borrow stuff from their like OB's office, and I don't know, it was just weird. And they did an ultrasound, and we saw the baby, and in the ultrasound the baby was moving, and we were really happy to see that the baby was moving. And then towards the end, the doctor said, obviously this was a concern, but I don't see that this is anything too big to worry about, because my cervix was closed when he did the pelvic exam. And he's just said to follow up with my OB. So everything was fine. It was just a really just weird, scary thing. The nurse just made me really, really scared the way she had acted on the situation, and obviously being first-time parents, I didn't know, Dylan didn't know, we were freaking out, and it was just kind of scary. But we're all good, we're fine. We've had the follow-up OB appointment, and everything is good and fine, and we have our 20-week appointment here in a week and 2 days, I think. And so I'm really excited to see that, because that's usually like the really big ultrasound where the baby is like growing a lot more, and you can see a lot more movement and see a lot more structure going on. So I'm really excited. Things that I've been noticing that I haven't really had a craving at all. For a while I was like really into peaches, and then I kind of stopped eating a bunch of peaches. I think it was just because my grocery store like had really good peaches there for a while, and then they stopped carrying those peaches, and now I don't want peaches anymore. So I think it was just because they were super good peaches. But actually another thing is, ever since I've been pregnant, for some reason, like even before I knew I was pregnant, but it was within the time that I would have been pregnant, I all of a sudden had this obsession with Peter Rabbit stuff and just bunnies. I don't know why, but maybe this baby likes bunnies. And so everything I've been looking at and wanting for the baby has just been pretty much all bunny stuff. And I can't wait to get like the classic Peter Rabbit books to read. And yeah, it's just something interesting that I think that the baby just really likes bunnies. Our families have been super supportive, and I am really thankful for, on both sides, our families. Just, they're all so excited for us, and Dylan's dad is wanting to make the baby a bassinet, which is really cool and special. And I'm going to Washington in October for a month to see my family before I get too big and I can't really travel for a while. And we're gonna have a big baby shower up there. I have been writing in a journal, which is really good for me. I love writing. I'll do a little belly shot for you, and then I think that's it. So thank you guys so much for watching and supporting, and we're just super excited. The baby, I forgot to even mention, the baby is due January, end of January, and Dylan's birthday is end of February, so we're gonna have 2 birthdays pretty close together in the family. And especially, I think that sucks to have a birthday like really close to or after Christmas, because I feel like people are like, oh, well, your birthday present is your Christmas present, and I think that just sucks. And I love my birthday in July. I think the best time to have a birthday is in July, and we actually did try to plan it out that way, that the baby would be born in the summertime, but we just didn't get pregnant for 6 to 7 months, and so now we're with a winter baby. So anyways, I'll give you guys a little belly shot, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.